Hi, and welcome to the Brisbane Professionals Podcast. This is a podcast brought to you by SMS Law, going through the legal secrets that will benefit you and your clients, as well as having a little bit of fun as we go. This podcast is designed to educate you on, number one, complicated legal terms that we will explain in an easy to understand manner. Two, to understand why you do things from a legal perspective in your business. And three, to help you develop a plan for the future success of your business. Our mission is to help empower small to medium-sized businesses around the world to get access to legal advice so that they can help build their communities and make the world a better place. Did you know that any business owner is on average 7 months away from losing everything? That is the average time that it takes from a successful business to fold when an aspect of their business is not set up correctly. This podcast is all about empowering you and your business with knowledge and tools to ensure that that doesn't happen to you or to your clients. Let's begin, shall we?
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Brisbane Professionals Podcast. My name is Craig Mason, and I have with me Jeremy Stratton. Say hello to everyone, please, Jeremy.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the show.
Cool. So today we wanted to talk about some ways to avoid bankruptcy. We've come up with 5 ways to do that. This is not an exhaustive list. There may be others, but this is the 5 that we've come up with. So Jeremy, do you want to start with the first one?
Yeah, the first one might seem obvious, and some of these might seem obvious, but they're really important and things that people miss on a regular basis, and that's to not incur debts that you can't pay. So really think about, especially in business, can your business afford to pay the debts that you're incurring? Because if you're not, then that could lead to insolvency in the future. Craig, the second one.
The second one is about settling or negotiating your debts. So like with anything, good communication when it comes to this is key. So in order to avoid bankruptcy, if you can settle and pay for, say, a compromised amount, then that's one way, or you might be able to negotiate payment over a period of time in order to get the cash flow coming in order to pay those debts over a period of time. So in order to do that, you obviously need to communicate with your creditors and going to them with a resolution that they can consider is the best way to do that, we've found. So make sure you speak to your advisors if you're in that situation and put together a proposal to your creditors in order to negotiate out of those debts. So that was the second one. Third one, Jeremy, about property.
Yeah, so the third one is if you do have debts that you can't pay and you are personally liable for them and you own property, sell that property so that you can actually pay your debts. You may not want to do that, but it's better than going bankrupt. Number 4, Craig.
Number 4 is about restructuring your debts. So if you've got the ability to perhaps refinance, pay out some creditors or defer something, or you get a loan from the bank, for instance, to pay out other creditors that could be other bank, other financiers on a better interest rate, those sorts of things. So restructuring your debts to put you in a better position going forward and allow you some more breathing room to pay back the debts that are pressing and defer payments along the way. So that's another way to avoid your bankruptcy. And the last one, Jeremy, the fifth and final.
The fifth and final one is to make real sacrifices in your daily spending. A lot of people who get into bankruptcy don't want to change their lifestyle. Unfortunately, if people do get into that situation, then they probably will have to make some changes to their lifestyle. So be prepared to make those real sacrifices, because if you don't, then that's going to cause you, even more pain. So make real sacrifices in your life to save cash.
Excellent. All right. So that is our 5 ways to avoid bankruptcy. That is it for today's podcast. If you would like to, please rate and review this podcast, or alternatively, or whichever way you prefer, please like us on Facebook. So that's the SMS Law Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter, or search for us on LinkedIn and connect to us through that platform. As we say on previous shows, we do share information and resources along the way, in between podcasts, etc. So follow us on the social platforms and interact with us, ask us any questions, all that sort of stuff. So that is it for us today. Thank you for joining us.